Welcome to the EJO4Youth training video of Unit 5, Islands of Emotions. The islands of emotions are used for supporting decision-making and reflection on diverse topics like feelings, emotions, characteristics, and goals, and raising self-awareness on them, thus supporting clarification, analysis of group situations and relationship aspects. While it is often difficult to verbalize emotions, the islands of emotions support awareness and symbolization. For the islands of emotions, the counselor needs a piece of blue denim representing the sea of emotions. This is provided in the method's material case. Furthermore, the session includes 22 islands, featuring different emotions on one side, and on the other side a blackboard that can be written on. The session also has a small wooden ship and 10 tokens that can be used for representing people. Lastly, the client is provided with chalk. They can use it to add feelings or additional aspects on the back of the island. The client does not have to use all the materials provided, but can choose which ones to use and which ones are not relevant for them. When starting the session, the practitioner presents and explains the intervention materials. Afterwards, the client should set a clear headline for the topic, an issue they want to work on. The practitioner decides whether the intervention method fits the topic or to suggest different materials if needed. Once the topic has been defined, the client is left alone to create their own sea and to lay down the islands featuring these emotions, or they can write down missing ones on the backside of the islands. If wanted, the client also can use the boat and tokens provided in the materials. After the client has finished the arrangement, the client presents the chosen symbols and arrangement to the practitioner, and if it is a group session, to the other participating peers. The practitioner observes and listens to the presentation with no one interrupting or asking questions at this point. Afterwards, the practitioner has an opportunity to ask factual questions. These factual questions should not include any interpretations or observations, but only clarifications of the presentation if something was not understood. In the next step, the counselor presents their observations, including body language, pitch of voice, and actions. These perceptions shall not include any interpretation. For example, your voice was louder when you finished the presentation than at the beginning, can be given as feedback, while you were more confident towards the end of the presentation because your voice got louder is not acceptable at this point. Once actual perceptions have been shared, the practitioner shares his interpretation of everything perceived and the arrangement in front of them. During this step, the client listens and shall not interrupt. Only after the interpretation has been shared, the counselor and client discuss what was mentioned. The client can articulate their agreement or disagreement, or can state if there are aspects that they had not realized before. Finally, the practitioner and the client should agree on specific actions to achieve the goal or tackle the issue identified at the beginning of the session.